Hello everybody, welcome to Inside Line Racing and to ILR2's final visit to the Sepang International Circuit here in Malaysia. It is qualifying for round 14 and the championship is still very close all round really. We're waiting for Soup to arrive, but for now it's me, Owen, and yeah, Soup's arrived, so we'll see him in a second, but he was just running a little bit late. We can see qualifying laps all starting, and yeah, Casper looks like he's going to be the first across the line anyway. Soup's just arrived now. Hello.
Hello.
Good news is you haven't missed anything yet. No one's set any laps. We've only got Casper coming on. He's only come on to finish his first run now. We've still got 8 minutes to go. I assume you got invites, yeah?
I have, yeah. I'm in.
Good.
I'm in already, I think.
Yeah, okay, good. Already got fastest laps coming in. We've got Josh going in with a 31.5. Not a bad lap from him. Probably looking more high 30s though, for pole perhaps. Haven't seen the big ones coming yet. That's Paga actually has come in and is yeah, down by 700s, and I think I saw it start raining. It's now raining, so this could well be the last run.
Right.
Tom goes fourth.
So Josh could have pole.
Yeah, the top four is separated by under a tenth, and we've already potentially seen the pole time. Casper's retired. He thinks it's over. Paga's retired.
Yeah, and
people are still doing laps. Liam Robbo has not done his lap yet. We'll see what happens. He's on the soft tyres. Corey's crossing the line now. That's a... I think that was maybe invalidated perhaps. Liam comes on the final corner now. Rain's too heavy.
Wow, DNA Joe, I think he's going to be on pole.
By 1/100th of a second. Liam Robbo is 16th. Here comes Matty Shaw.
Let's see, Matty Shaw down 17th. Still 17th.
Corey, I think, is going to try and do the lap, but highly doubt he'll be able to go
He's already
anywhere
down
near.
by about a second.
Ah dear. Oh, he's sliding a lot. That's a massive... That's qualifying over then.
Yeah, pretty much. Qualifying is done, and it's going to be McLaren 1-2, I think.
Yeah. Very good performance. I'm sure they'll be thrilled with that. Ha, unbelievable that.
Is that Josh's first pole position in ILR2? I think it is.
I don't know. To be brutally honest with you, I have no idea.
I think it is.
Well, if it is, congratulations. Hopefully you can go on and get your first win. I'm assuming he hasn't won yet. He didn't win in ILR3 at all. Haven't seen him win yet in ILR2. So maybe this could be what drives him forward to finally win in ILR. Break that duct. And I guess we've got time
to
go.
What? Good effort from Scott. 6th.
Ah, yes. For once he hasn't done a stupid strategy. He's actually went out there, went just under 2/10 off, and set his time. I mean, that's unbelievable. Top 6 separated by 2
on the way in the
tenths.
pit lane. That's embarrassing.
Oh. Well, no damage. Gonna speed though, possibly. No, he's okay. 1 mile an hour under.
Alright, so Wiseling 7th on his debut.
It's good.
Yeah, good effort. And there's only 2 guys out on track currently. I think that's quite... We're just going to have to chill out for 5 minutes.
Yeah. And Paul pits now, so I think that's everybody back in. So
everybody's back in the garage.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted this to happen. To the 14 viewers, I'm very sorry about that, but yeah, there you go. That's the qualifying. I guess, like I said, we've got time to run through the championship standings if you want, because it's getting very close up at the top. Only 8 points separate Paga and Tom. Tom's behind by 8 points. I mean, he did slightly bottle the last race. If he hadn't have slightly, okay, fine, completely. But it cost him a chance to win. He went and pitted early, I think, for Inter, was it?
Yeah, too early. Dropped it off by about 14 seconds. I think he lost overall.
He says it doesn't bother him, so I imagine he'll be bouncing back. And yeah, Liam's fell behind, unfortunately. He's now 34 points down. And there have been some movers since the last race. You've got the likes of Mr. Costa up there, the 4th now, having been 6th previously. He's on 97 points, just 5 ahead of Jordan. And then Sam further sort of 8 away from that. So that's a close grip to be looking at in the race as well. George is 10th, having also moved up 2 places from 12th. And there's a 7 point separating him, Paul and Yannick as well. And Yannick being up there in 2nd will be looking to move up the table a little bit.
Yep. So we got 2 cars out on track.
Ah, Paul's gonna go out on the inters. Fair play to
Got
him.
Ferrari ready to go out. That's probably Tom or Jordan. I'm not too sure. It's going to be Tom. He's going out on the super softs. Okay. I think they're just getting ready just in case the race starts like this. Well, I thought the final qualifying at Malaysia would provide some sort of action, but it was over with about 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, but at least you get some action with Paul on the intermediate tires. Seen how they dealt before. Maybe they think it's going to be wet in the race. And go
Like
out
last
to do some
week.
practice.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh dear. Right, so obviously these tyres are not good because Scott is having a grass cutting moment over here.
Ah, is he? Ah, yes, he's having a lot of fun at
No
there, isn't he?
traction. Look at this. If you ever want to know what slicks are like in the wet, beautiful 360.
Oh, it's very
by the
nice.
way. Very nice.
Take up a career in ice skating.
I think he is. Right, Paul's out on the inters and oh wow.
Oh, he's away again.
Is
That was a
Luke's
nice
out
one.
on the inters?
Mr. Costa, he's not even bothered to
He
go
doesn't
away.
need to. He won the wet last week.
Yes. Paul's driving okay, actually. So, yeah. Interesting the tires to be on. I don't think he's going to improve, though. You'd imagine.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
Track's over here, Paul. There you go. Need to turn the wheel to steer, Paul.
Anyway, we need to announce this. Obviously, you might have noticed that Brandon's not here. He's actually left the league, unfortunately. So, yeah. We've seen the last of Brandon then. He wasn't happy in ILR1. He had a good stint in the commentary box, didn't he? But sadly, he's left now.
Yeah.
So, won't be seeing him on the grid anymore.
Yeah, it's a shame. But, oh well. So, he abandoned me in the commentary box, so now he's abandoned racing entirely.
Yeah, but you got the better replacement anyway. You got the better deal out of this.
Ooh, harsh words from Owen there. And Scott has binned it.
Ah, has he?
Right, so now we realise slick tyres in the wet are not a good combination. So we only have 6 cars in total not retired just yet. And yeah, so Paul's getting some good data for the Toro Rosso team are running around in the inters.
Josh retired as well.
I think Josh is just can't believe his luck.
Hey, he got it right. Like I say, that gap though, 9/10. Well, sort of 6/10 separate the top 12 there, and then it's just mental. Looks like Luke's actually going to try a flyer here. It looks like he's sort of pushing it, but he's a bit all over the show in turn 1. This is the conditions for ILR3's qualifying. I'm not sure about the others, but it's definitely very similar to this. Definitely similar to this in 3. And we've only got 40 seconds left, so this could well be the last lap we see. And
off he goes and into the wall.
That's a pure action
Broken
right there.
Renault.
Chill.
2 cars left in the session. Jake and Chill Drive, the only cars left on track. Will they go for a flying lap, or will Jake just come in and retire? No, he's going to try and run in the slicks. He's just doing some entertainment for us right now.
Interestingly enough, DRS is still enabled, so maybe the Super Softs have got something in them yet. But we'll see. It's 7 seconds ago. There's a few comments. Let's have a quick look at them as these drivers inevitably crash at some point. And we'll follow Chill. He's furthest on. So yeah, that's what people are saying in the old chat.
Qualifying is over, but it was over about 8 minutes ago, and it's Josh going to be on pole, which is quite the story, if I'm honest.
And it's like evil and waste, just saying it's a total disaster, and I probably know I've butchered Waste's name. I've never been able to say it, so just leave me alone. But anyway, look at these two haven't crashed yet. This is a miracle.
I know.
I mean, Chill has given it everything.
Yeah, he is. He got his first points last time out in Singapore as well, so it was a good job debut for the Toro Rosso team as well, alongside Paul. He's only 3 spots off of Paul right there, so he's doing a good job. And he's still kind of getting used to it. And of course, right, the 2 debutants, so Nigel in 15th there.
Oh, Chill.
And Wise. Oh, what's he done? Oh, that's a high-speed spin. Keep it out of the wall. Oh, that's going to be some bad damage to the gearbox, I think.
Yeah. Well,
where are our debutants? So Wise, a great job starting the top 10 on his first race in ILR. And Nigel then in 15th. I'm sure he can get himself up the field. Probably just got caught out with the rain a little bit there. So laps are finished. Jake comes across the line. He's not going to go any faster. I'd be surprised if he did. Oh my goodness! And that is a huge crash.
Oh, that's like a...
Childra's going to do it as well. And, keeps it intact.
I think that was quite what he had in his plans there. Is AI going to bin it as well, or is it going to keep it going? He keeps it going.
Right, what a story. McLaren won 2 in Malaysia for the final qualifying session in Malaysia. Look at that. It's Josh on pole position from Yannick, from Paga, from Tom. 1/10 of a second separated the top 4. Mr. Costa in 5th there. Let's check the gaps down the field. It's going to be about 9/10 separating 13 drivers. What a story. Yannick and Josh alongside each other on the front row. And Tom and Paga, oh dear. Right, ignore that. You didn't see that. You did not see that.
There's a Williams just always disappeared. The Williams driver has teleported to another dimension.
And it's actually, I've just completely slipped my mind. It is a dry start to this race. Clear skies in Malaysia.
That's
I think
rare.
we're going to miss this track slightly. The drivers won't, but the commentators will. It's been on the calendar since 1999, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
Around when I was born. So,
Am I the only one that actually enjoys racing this track? And I had great fun in the ILR3 race.
Well, let's see. One final time in Malaysia. Let's see if he can throw up a cracker. Will we see a Mercedes with a blown engine? I hope not, but there's already been one. There's already been one today.
Two.
Sorry, 2 Mercedes with sorry, one with a gearbox and one with an engine.
Have you not been looking at the chat? Did you not see the ILR2 chat earlier? We were just losing our minds.
Yeah, I was in a Snapchat group with a couple of people. We were going insane when both when Vettel passed Hamilton and when Hamilton broke down.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
Tom was not happy. He blocked me.
No,
I mentioned this, I know, but yeah, I was celebrating a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think he's in the best of moods in that helmet anyway, but he starts from 4th. Let's run through your grid one more time for the final Malaysian Grand Prix. Josh starts on pole position in the McLaren. Alongside him is his teammate Yannick Brandt in P2. Paga, the championship leader by 8 points, is in 3rd. Tom will be looking to try and take the championship lead today. If not, just bring that gap smaller. Mr. Costa starts from 5th position. Alongside him is Scott, which is a great qualifying from him today. Wiseleg in the Haas. This is his first race in ILR2 and he starts from 7th on the grid. Alongside him is Sam in the Mercedes, who bottled a win last week. Jordan in P9 in the Ferrari, and rounding up the top 10 is Paul McGuinness. Outside the top 10 with free choice of tyres, Luke is going on the mediums, as far as I can see. Yeah, he is. Yep. Luke followed with Jake alongside him. Chill Drive on the mediums in 13th. Casper in 14th in the Sauber on the soft tyres. Nigel alongside him, his teammate on the mediums. And Liam Robbo all the way down in 16th, but expect him to be up near the front by the end of this race. Matty Shaw in 17th on the soft tyres, and down the back is Corey on the mediums in the Williams, and George starting from 19th and last position on the grid. At least it's not pole, or he would have disconnected.
Wow, it's nice and shaking up this field, isn't it?
Yeah, and a few differing strategies with about 5 on the mediums and 2 on the softs. The top 10 plus Jake have gone for super softs. So Malaysia, give us a cracker. 2 McLarens line up on the front row, and I don't think that's something we ever thought to be saying in our lifetime.
Nah, fuck
but here
that.
we go.
We thought that ship had sailed, but there you go. They are on the front row. Are they about to perform a complete masterclass today, or will it typically go wrong for them? We'll see.
We'll see.
So many questions to be answered.
Turn 1 is a great place for overtaking. We saw what happened to Rosberg in 2016. What's going to happen into Turn 1 this time? The final Malaysian Grand Prix in inside line racing is about to get underway. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Josh gets a good start. Pagan gets a great start from the second row. He's going to be challenging Yannick Brandt down towards turn 1. He could potentially be challenging for lead. They're going 4 wide down towards turn 1. Sort themselves out back to 3 wide. And Pagan goes down the inside and takes the lead. Mr. Costa's there on the inside as well. He goes side by side with Paga. And there's a bit of contact in the background there. But what a start from Paga into the lead. Mr. Costa's in second and Josh is in third. Tom holds on to fourth. Yannick Brandt drops all the way down to 5th place. Wise up to 6th. Scott down to 7th, and Paga, that's Mr. Costa around the outside into turn number 3, and Paga's, they're going to go side by side through the long left-hander. Paga's on the outside, Mr. Costa's on the inside. Are they going to work it out? Mr. Costa has got the move done.
What a start! Paga really got his elbows out there into turn 1. That was mental. What a move! I'm just seeing people are moving up already. Oh my goodness!
Oh, we got a spinner. That's Liam Robbo. That was a disaster in the wall, down the back there. Right, so let's see how it's going. Josh, I think, was a bit late off the line. Pagan with a brilliant getaway off the line there. Absolutely had to go for it. Went for it, sent it, and is now in second. Tom. He's still in 4th, he's still holding on there, and Josh has run a bit wide there. Now I think Tom might challenge him down towards the last corner here. So let's see if he can get it done. He's going to move. Where's he going to go? Josh is going to move to the inside, and maybe Tom will try to switch back on the way out then. He needs to follow Paga as best he can. No DRS just yet. Just looking back, Scott has had a terrible start, down to 10th on lap 1. Nigel with a good getaway up to 11th. Matty Shaw up from 17th to 13th. Oh,
Tom goes for it.
Tom is going for it down the inside of the turn 1. Is he going to get that done? Yes, he is. Josh is still sticking his nose in.
Ooh.
There was a bit of contact there, but Tom is through.
Yellows. I think Chill might have had an incident there. He is.
Yeah,
he's off.
So let's go back down to the back. Yeah.
Broken front wing.
Gravel. Yeah, broken right-hand side. Liam Robbo into the pits for a wing as well.
I just noticed that, see Yannick, I think he ran into the back of his teammate, because he's got broken front wing.
Yeah.
So the McLaren, oh my goodness, Josh going right off. And that's Scott. I think Scott's had an incident now, he's facing the wrong way.
Go back to Scott, yeah.
Turn 6.
Oh, what a shame.
Turn 6 on the entry.
High speed off.
Oh my.
Matty Shaw. No problem. Matty Shaw. And
Casper.
I think that might have been Casper involved, yeah, Casper. Right, so lots of action on the opening lap, and Yannick is really under pressure. He's actually got a train of cars behind him. He's got Jordan, followed by Wisely, who's got Paul McGuinness all over him.
Wow.
As we run down towards this really tough right-hander. Let's see if Paul can get anything done here. He's up 2 positions from where he started. And I see him move here. Jordan's going for it down the straight. Let's see if he can get it on the outside into the last corner. He's going to go late on the brakes. Try and hang around the outside. It's not going to be possible, though. It might be. No, not quite just yet. DRS will be enabled, I think, next lap. Let's see where the DRS activation is. Doesn't need it anyway. He's trying to stick his nose in against the pit wall as they run out towards turn 1. Wheel banging into turn 1, and they see Paul McGuinness trying to get a move done on Wise, but no cigar for him there. He has to fend off Sam as well. And let's see if Wisely can capitalise on Yannick's mistake here as we run up towards turn 2. Let's see if Wisely can stick down the inside of Yannick. No, he had to back out of that one. You think he's just conserving himself a little bit there as Paul McGuinness tries to hang it around the outside, but just no room to work with there. And you just see a lot of cars coming into the pit lane.
Oh, wow! Yannick is so slow into turn 5. Everybody just concentrates up, and Sam's got past.
Sam's made a move.
Yeah, Sam gets past. Looks like Wisely and going for a move as well. It just looks like Yannick is holding off so badly, and Paul McGuinness is going for a move there again.
Trying to hang it around the outside. It's very difficult to do it there, but he might actually do it. He stuck his nose in and sticks it to him down the inside of the double right-hander, and I think he is ahead. So well done, Paul McGuinness.
Looks like Jake might even have a go at his teammate now. He's joined the party. On the medium tires as well, he's having a very, very good start.
For me, he's on the super soft, but I'll take your word for it. So.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's fixed itself for me. Sorry, I'm blind today. Right, sorry. I read Nigel there. Sorry, apologetic.
Wide coming further down the inside. In the last corner, he's going to go very deep there. Just a bit audacious. Paul McGuinness might capitalise on this one. He'll have DRS, but so will Wisely down towards turn 1. So it's going to be very difficult. This could go 3 wide as we run down towards turn 1. Wise is going to try and find a move. It is going to go 3 wide. Potentially, no. Wise tries to go around the outside, but Paul McGuinness is trying to stick his nose in there. But Wisely goes right round the outside of turn 1. A lot of contact there with the side pod of Yannick. And let's see, Yannick is still holding on there, but this is just holding up these drivers behind. Paul McGuinness is coming like a steam train here, trying to get past, but still no way through. Wisely holds it on the outside, and they still haven't worked it out. And here we go, into the S section. Can Paul McGuinness do it? Yes, he can.
Yannick!
Whoa, you have to back out of it because Yannick was very, very slow. And you might actually get Yannick here. It's the double right-hander down the inside. Yannick will be able to fight this with a broken front wing. And through goes Paul McGuinness. Wisely had to fend off Sam. And I think Sam's through actually. He's managed to pass him. And Jake's going forward as well. There's so much happening on this lap right here. Such a train of cars. Nigel's involved in the background as well.
Yes, Nigel definitely is on the medium. So there we go. Highest medium runner is joining the fight now.
You just can't look away from this Grand Prix at the moment. And right here, actually, this is a crucial little battle here. We've got Tom within DRS range.
Oh, Wisely.
Paga.
Wisely is very wide. Gives a really good chance.
Sorry, Jake. Not Sam. Here we go. Jake to the outside of the last corner. Any moves made up front? No. Sam, I think, might get Yannick here. Yannick went very wide through the last corner, but no way through. And Wisely still able to fend off Jake, but Nigel's looking kind of threatening there, just behind, just kind of lurking, waiting for a mistake from one of these guys. Paul McGuinness reignites the hashtag MCG train here in Malaysia for the final time. He's got a few cars behind him now. It's his signature to get the Paul McGuinness train going here.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't be a Grand Prix. Grand Prix would not be complete without the MCG train. So at least he is there, providing us with one. He's up in 6th actually. So he's running really well. Yannick's struggling through the S section, and Jake just has to. Sorry, Sam has to just get out of it, and he's going to get through very easily here. I think into the double right-hander because Yannick is just struggling so badly with the wing damage there.
He does this every lap. He goes way too far into turn 5 and then just has to brake on the exit. People have nearly run to the back of him and braking so early there. Wisely was very lucky to avoid contact.
Yeah, and also Luke's in this train now.
Just gets longer and longer.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul McGuinness with a slight gap of 1.4 seconds back to Sam now. So he's got a bit of buffer.
Oh. Wisely's going for it.
Wisely, yeah, down the inside. That's a very tough corner to make that work, and he parks the bus on the exit and makes it work. Let's see if he can hold on though, because that McLaren's got good straight line speed down the straight. So let's see if he can get it done. Maybe stick it down the inside. No, he knows he can't fight. In the background, Luke's going for a move on Nigel into the last corner. He's a side by side, and I think he has got the move done. Yes, he has, and I just saw Yannick come in there for his stop. Let's see if maybe Nigel can come back at him. Down towards the first corner, but looks into the points now, and Nigel is trying to come back. A little bit of a late dive there.
Oh, he's
a bit of contact. Yeah, a little bit of contact there, but he fairly backs out of it. And they've all eventually sorted themselves out.
Wow.
As I say that, I thought I saw them going side by side there, but not quite. Jordan right on the back of Josh here. So the McLarens have really had a terrible time after all of the brilliant qualifying they had. Jordan up 4 positions from where he started. And also our leader, Mr. Costa. Let's not forget him, by the way. He is leading this race once again. And I think he's maybe doing a rain dance. Trying to get some rain back down here. With Tom dropping away a little bit from Paga. But it is early stages in the race. So he can kind of pace himself. And Jordan's still trying to find a way past Josh here. Let's see if any moves down here. I don't think so. Yannick's gone to the soft tires. He just come out in front of this battle here between Corey and Casper, and Corey absolutely sent it down the inside of that double right-hander. We saw the comeback drive from him last week, so I can certainly see him back up on the points today.
That move, look, it almost came out of nowhere. Them two, I think I've been fighting for a while. Although Casper, has to be said, has been falling down a little bit ever since the start. Looks like Jordan is still trying to keep the gap, but maybe Josh has got the better straight line speed or something, because he is well in DRS range and no one's left, so there's still slipstream. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is a good point actually. We've had no retirements so far in the early part of this race. I may have just cursed that, but we have still got a full field of 19 drivers after the start of this race, which is always brilliant to see. And everybody running around. You see I'll move between Nigel. Nigel's got back past Luke. Now what's happened to Luke? I think he's had a mistake somewhere.
Wonder if he's got any damage perhaps. No, it looks okay in the front wing. Maybe just a mistake. But yeah, Nigel through. Back into the top 10.
Yeah. So Jordan still, he's able to catch up through these long corners, but once he gets to the straight, that McLaren just pulls away down the straight. 7 laps into this 28 lap Grand Prix, and Malaysia's already thrown up a fantastic ILR Grand Prix right here. Just saw Matty Shaw chill drive. Oh, that's our first outage or retirement, I suppose, is Matty Shaw. He's not technically out of this race.
Oh, no.
And there it is. There it is. Josh is in. Yeah, he's in. Right, so early stop for the McLarens. Now, let's see what he's going to go on to. Early stages, probably soft tyres, I'd have to imagine. Let's just see. It's going to be the softs for Josh.
Yep.
Away he goes.
Whoa, wow.
Oh, whoa, hello.
That's some proper trippy stuff there. Josh magically arrives in his garage and then just drives straight back out of it. Doesn't even have to change the tyres. Does it all himself.
Comes out in some lovely clean air.
16 seconds is that ahead
of his teammate.
He's just set the fastest lap.
He's got Corey right behind him though. So that'll be an interesting battle once that comes to a arrowhead. So we also have Jake chasing down Wiseleague here for 7th. Sam also just about creeping into DRS range of Paul McGuinness here. And no moves on for these guys just yet. He's been slowly pulling that gap for a little while. Pulled about 4/10 in a couple of laps. So it's slow work, but he is getting there.
Up at the front, Mr. Costa looks almost checked out already, doesn't he? He just seems to be holding this lead so consistently. You see it all the time. Oh, okay.
Right, early stop for the Williams crew. So he's going to try and see if he can get the undercut on Tom and make sure he comes out in front.
Possibly be looking for that lead. I'm just saying, Mr.
Jordan
Costa
and Paul.
He's back. Matty Shaw's back. I think he had internet issues last time. That's what cost him. Yeah, he said it was the internet in our
Alright,
group
so he
chat.
is back though. Right, so that puts Russell Paga's gone for the softs. And interestingly enough, Jordan's gone for another set of the super softs.
Paul and Sam just inside each other.
Wow. Chill drive and Josh side by side. And Josh gets through there. After his pit stop, he's just after getting past there. So that puts Wiseleague up to 3rd right now. He's due a stop. But the first of the medium runners, Nigel, is up here, but he's got Luke, he's dragging Luke with him. So these guys are going to go very deep into this race. And these guys will probably lead the race at some point.
They did a really decent job as well of it. And Nigel on his debut is doing so much better than he did in his ILR3 race. He ended up ghosting most of the time. And that.
Right. So Tom is 2.9 behind our race leader. And let's see if he's going to come in. He's probably going to have to respond to Paga. So let's see what he can do. Just a move down here. Corey spun it. Oh dear, it goes from bad to worse.
Wow.
And gets it going again. But is now dropped to the back of the field. Mr. Costa comes in. Tom comes in.
Chill drive breaks his front wing now. He's been overtaken by Jordan now. And Corey, I think, has been in big style. So he's out.
Jake is in as well. So Wiseleague will now lead the race for 1 lap on his debut, and there Nigel stays out, and Luke right behind him. So Mr. Costa comes out in the softs, and Tom's gone for the super softs.
Here comes Paga. He's going to be ahead of Tom. But imagine Tom will be putting a real attack on.
Yeah, so he's going very aggressive. So he's committed himself to the 2-stop here, and he has gone in front of Josh as well. Only Josh though, it was a great sort of outlaps by Josh on the soft tyres. So technically, Mr. Costa still comfortably in the lead of this Grand Prix, 1.8 seconds clear of Paga, 1.2 behind him is Tom in third, and Josh is still in relative 4th position in this race. But Wisely currently leads. He's going a long stint on these super softs, and just behind is Nigel on his debut, followed by Luke, who's running in third. These guys are on the mediums. They have yet to make a stop, and they won't be making a stop for at least probably another 8 laps, I'd have to imagine.
They can go maybe to lap 16, I imagine. I think it'll say on their telemetry possibly, actually, when they want to pit.
Yeah.
According to that, it says 9 to 10, so I highly doubt that that's in any way true.
And very much so, Tom is mounting the attack on Paga. He's just pulled a chunk of time out of him. He's already within half a second of Paga here. There's definitely going to be an attack on, I feel, and this is going to be a crucial one. Now Wisely comes in from the lead. Nigel and Luke will stay out to go 1 and 2 in this race. Mr. Costa's in the effective lead of this race. Tom is right on the back of Paga. He's got to make a gap on these super softs. He's got to make them work. And he has to make another stop. These softs will not last the distance. Here comes Tom to the outside of turn 1. DRS wide open on the Ferrari. Goes right around the outside of Paga. He's gone a bit deep though, and Paga's still fighting. But inside line for Tom for the next corner. And Tom makes it into P4 in this race, but it was essentially P2. And now he's got to absolutely charge for this next stint.
Yeah, I was in sector 3. I don't know who that was. Might have been George.
Paul McGuinness and Sam fighting it out here as we run up towards turn 3. This is going to be a very good battle. These guys like to fight each other. So here we go, around the outside tries Paul McGuinness. That's a lovely move. He can make that one work. Alongside through the S's.
Oh no,
Nigel has a problem. Nigel has dropped down. I think the pressure of leading the race. And do not adjust your seats. Luke leads in Malaysia. If not for long, but he is leading.
Here comes Sam
on the mediums. Let's see if Sam can try and come back at Paul McGuinness. He's going to try and hang it around the outside here and do what Paul McGuinness did to him earlier. And that's a very nice move by Sam. And see if Paul McGuinness is going to stick his nose in and go down the inside of the next corner. Sam's still there, bit of contact made. Paul McGuinness goes back through. Lovely fight going on between these guys.
I've got some news. Apparently in the chat, according to Goody, he says that it's going to rain mid-race. And apparently Tom is doing the wrong thing by sticking on the supers.
Here comes Sam once again. Oh, dummy to the inside for
what
Sam.
A dummy.
That is textbook stuff, and down the inside of the last corner, but Paul McGuinness wise to it, gets the better run out of the last corner, and he's going to have a good run down towards turn 1 here. So he's going to be side by side, beautiful helicopter shots as we see here, running down towards turn 1. Is Paul McGuinness going to try it? Yes, he is. Sticks it down the inside. Sam's going to have a lovely run on the outside though, but Paul McGuinness is going to run it around the outside. Sam down the inside. Paul McGuinness hanging it around the outside of the next corner. It just doesn't stop, and Paul McGuinness is back through to 9th place.
Very good race between them two, although I must say it is losing them time. Wisely will be heading towards them very soon, so they need to sort of get this sorted very soon before it gets...
And also, I can just say Corey is our first retirement.
Yes.
He's out. Right, so now Mr. Costa's got to get past Luke, and he's getting held up here. He's going to get backed up into Tom. If he's not careful, he needs to get past quick enough. And if he does, he's going to get held up through this sector. There's just no opportunities here, and that's allowed Tom to drag himself within DRS range.
He's going to go for this.
And DRS activation is right here, detection, sorry, and the activation point is just here, crossing this line. Tom will have it too, but I think it's going to be no contest. Luke's not going to be able to hold on versus the Ferrari and the Haas, but Tom has gained a huge amount of time with this battle going on, and Luke is not giving up the position. This is great stuff from Luke. He's fighting every inch. And look at Tom. This is an advantage Tom right here. He's going to be right on the back of Mr. Costa run down towards turn number 1. He's going to try and move.
Oh, he's on the grass!
Whoa! He had to back out of that one. Got on the grass.
That could have been so bad. That could have been in a barrier in Narnia. And there's Josh and Jordan as well. How did Tom take control of that? As Josh loses.
That's Jordan through. Yeah, into 5th. But Tom's going to be sending Luke a thank you card in the post. Because that's put him right on the back of Mr. Costa.
Josh hits Jordan now. He's just tapped him. I don't think it'll do much damage, but he is pushing to try and get back past.
I can just say, this has turned into a three-way battle between Paul, Sam and Wisely. Sam around the outside of turn 3. Can he make it work? Yes!
There goes Wisely as well. Can he do it
Not enough room to work now. What a fight between these two. ILR veterans, they know what each other is like, and they know their limits, so they're able to fight like this. I think Sam just built another gap. Wisely's coming through now on Paul McGuinness around the outside, up the hill. Can he make it work? He's going to be still there as he rolls down towards the double right-hander here. He's going to be on the inside. Paul McGuinness will have to, I think, succeed on that one, but he's going to get the cutback, and that is textbook.
Yeah, Wisely broke too late again there. It's not the first time he's done that today. It's cost him. On
Luke. Down the inside of the last corner. I love this. Luke is not giving up. He's entitled to fight, but these guys will not thank him for it.
You know what that suggests? Obviously, you're just saying about this mid-race rain. Anybody on the mediums, will they be looking at staying out for so long that these positions could be genuine right now for Luke? That might be why he's fighting so hard.
That's why he's fighting. That's why he's fighting so hard. Paga tries to get the run at the turn 2, but no room for him there. I don't know why I've been calling this corner turn 2, and it's clearly not. It's like turn 4. Oh, look at Jordan. Jordan's in this now.
Jordan's right there.
Now the Ferraris have opted for the super softs on both cars. So these guys have committed themselves to a two-stop in the dry. But as you said, there could be mid-race range. These guys need to get a move on.
Luke is doing such a good job here defending this position.
I mean,
Paga's clearly got the better exits and everything, but he's just not able to make it work. And Jordan almost into the back. He's pushing so hard. He knows this rain's coming soon. He knows he has to get past quickly.
14 laps to go. Tom's still not able to get past Mr. Costa here, and he needs to do it quickly. These superstars will go off. George down the back sets the fast lap for 133.8, but Luke is doing an immense job right now. Oh, there goes Paga down the inside. No grip on the mediums for Luke. He's still going to be there, but he just had to succeed. And I think George's going to get a nice, easy pass done on Luke here, and he may try and get Paga down the next straight because he will have DRS once again. Blocks off Luke through the last corner. Paga parks the bus, and let's see. Paga will have DRS from the last move there. So it's going to be a difficult ask for Jordan to try, but I think he will try. Will he send it? I think he is going to send it down the inside of turn 1. Paga on the outside, Jordan on the inside. He's going to squeeze him. Paga's going to have the inside, so no cigar for Jordan there just yet. And that's allowed Josh to get into the action as well.
Really decent battle in there again. It just doesn't stop, does it?
That's a good fight. Two brand new drivers in ILR fighting it out. Oh, Nigel crowding him off the track a little bit there. And Sam's going to capitalise on that one. Says thank you very much. And threw it into 8th.
That was a little rude.
I don't think he's going to get a Christmas card for that one. Right, Tom is just not able to close that gap. Mr. Costa doing an excellent job out front right now. And let's see if Josh can mount a move on Luke. Late dive. No move for him there, and Luke is just making his Renault the widest Renault he can possibly make it.
Sam's going for it. Down the inside he goes on Nigel. He's got it done quite easy there this time. And the rain, is that rain? It is.
It is rain.
Right, so might be saved.
Yes.
Luke is still up there in P5. He's on the best tyres for changeable conditions. They got the best working range. Could this be the perfect strategy for Luke here today? Here comes Josh.
Josh on the inside. This won't be I think Luke's just going to let them through now because he knows I've got it.
He is in such a good position right now.
Now this is a good one, Jordan. DRS, Paga does not have DRS. So down towards turn 1, Jordan on the inside. It's going to be very slippy. Can he get it done? Paga still trying to fight it there, sticking it down the inside like he did last time, but Jordan is still there. So down towards turn 4, bit of wheel banging, Jordan is ahead.
I think Nigel might have lost. Oh my goodness, 3 cars going for it into turn 1, they're all hitting each other. 4!
Whoa, look at this!
4 cars!
2 Toro Rossos, a Haas and a Sauber fighting for the last points position.
Oh,
Haas
no!
around wide leg. Can he keep it out of the wall? Chill drive involved as well. Right, so that's put Yannick back into the points. He's been still running around actually. So there he is. So Nigel back up into the points. Paul McGuinness in 8th. Sam in 7th. Luke in 6th on the best tyres currently. Josh in 5th.
Oh, it
in
spins!
4th.
He just about keeps it. Oh, it was almost right there. Like, just keep it on the track, man. Come on.
Keep it on the track, my friend. You're on for a great result today.
Oh.
And Nigel also in a good position as well. He's 9th on the mediums.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He did get a little bit mugged there in that 4-car fight, but luckily 2 of the other cars did get out of his way. And they're still fighting actually, Wiselig and Chill.
As are Paga and Jordan. Paga's still sticking with Jordan here, and he will have DRS this time, so a little bit of payback I think is going to be happening right here. DRS for the Williams, we have about 12 laps to go in Malaysia, and this is, I'll remind you again, the final Malaysian Grand Prix, and what a race it's throwing up. Mid-race rain. Mr. Costa, he's going to be punching the air because he is the master of the wet conditions here. But Tom is right with him on the super softs. Not the greatest tyre to be on in these conditions. The harder the compound, the better your chances. Yannick is in. Is he going for the intermediates in this early stage?
I think it's a little bit too early for that at the minute, but give it a call.
Yeah, he is.
Yep. Is it a Haas going as well, or Wiselig?
Yeah, that's Wiselig. I think these guys are just down the back a little bit, so he's like, oh, I've got nothing to lose, let's do it. So, and also Casper and Scott. Now, interesting, Scott now he's got wing damage actually. Yes,
he's in the gravel on this lap. You can see it on his tyres. He's messed up his pit entry there, maybe. Oh my goodness! I went on board George there, wow.
Yeah, look at him sliding through. DRS disabled, there's the crossover.
It's the right lap
it's
then.
Very early.
Oh, he's got a speed. Oh, I actually slowed that down.
Right,
wow.
So this has come at the right time for the leaders. Mr. Costa is just coming down the back straight as that message has come up, as has Tom, as has Jordan, and all of these guys here. Luke is going to be a little bit miffed, but he is in a great position because all these guys have got to pit for inters now, and he's in a genuine 6th.
Brilliant. And will Jordan Mr. Costa get in there?
Right, they're all in. Everybody's in. Luke is in. Sam coming down the main straight now. Mr. Costa about to go onto the intermediate tyres. Tom onto the intermediates. It's going to be a double stop for Ferrari. Is Jordan going to lose time here? Yes, in a slight bit, but not too much.
Does Luke get in there?
Look at the unsafe release from Ferrari there.
Actually, Luke hasn't even pitted yet. Of course, sorry.
Yeah, so Luke, this is his first stop, I remind you. He's got a 5-second stop go. What a disaster!
Oh, is it? Oh, Scott!
Scott.
He's having an adventure.
He's having an adventure there.
Yeah.
Mr. Costa back out in the lead, in the wet. Tom behind, and crucially, Jordan is in between himself and Paga.
Well.
Could this change the championship in his favour?
Well, how many points does he gain from this? It'll be what, 2 points a gap? If Tom could just hold on.
Yeah, so he's going to bring it right down.
What if it gets heavy rain? What if it gets the Philly heavy rain?
Well, I think we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yes. Because if it does...
Tom manages to get in front of Mr. Costa, he will lead the championship. But that's a very tall ask, because Mr. Costa is extremely good in the wet.
He's probably the best out there at the moment.
And Paga, I still wouldn't put it past him to get past Jordan. To just bring it to 6 points, the gap. It'll be a minimal loss for him. But Again, he doesn't want to lose these points with these small little errors and these small little moments that affect your championship.
Well, Tom had his moment last week. Now maybe it's roles reversed.
Absolutely. So these drivers are still some of these guys would not have done any wet running, so this is literally getting used to it as they go.
Yep.
We've had a spinner down the back. I think Scott again.
Oh my, Packard really is right on the back now of Jordan. He's not wasting any time. He wants to get on with this.
Yeah, so to minimise the points loss, to bring it from 2 points to about 6 points, I reckon, roughly. I think that's my maths is correct.
5.
5 points, right?
He's going back to your GCSE.
It's definitely not the comfortable advantage.
Thought you just finished your exams. You just forget everything.
Yeah.
You're like me.
Yeah. Then again, Tom is closing on Mr. Costa.
Well, that's unheard of. Maybe he's cheating. I don't know, but I don't understand that.
He's actually within a second. Has Costa got damage? Because Tom is flying behind him.
It's really odd. This. I wonder if he was doing wet practice earlier. But yeah, Mr. Costa is not showing his.
He's struggling.
He's not showing his skill really that he's showed in like the Hungary. It's just mad. Anyway, we'll see how that pans out.
Paga, I think he's just at a point. There's no DRS, so there's no assist to try and get him past George. He's going to be stuck here for quite a while, in my eyes. But I think
Scott is a.
There you go. There's goes Matty Shaw again. But Luke, I think, has pulled off the biggest masterclass of today to bring himself up to 6th.
Oh my God, Joe! Goodness.
Whoa.
Scott is really going to get in the way of these leading drivers in a minute. Oh.
Yeah, he's only just up the road. He's at the oh, no, he's let them through actually. But he will make out of the way this battle between Jordan and Paga.
Oh, he's going to be off into the grass. He's off to Narnia. He's into the pits. Okay.
Yeah. So right now, Costa and Tom matched on pace, kind of flitting between 1.3 and 1.1. So Mr. Costa's doing enough to stay in front. There's still 8 laps to go, mind you. So anything could change in those 8 laps. And then it could transfer to heavy rain.
Well, it already looks heavy enough to me to be starting to think about it, perhaps.
I remember what happened last time, Mr. Costa, there was a transfer into the heavy wet. He actually lost the race.
Yeah, he stayed out for too long on the wet.
Took that win.
Yeah, and Tom obviously then hits Mr. Costa, got a big penalty. That's another moment where he maybe would have lost lots of points as well.
I'm still very impressed that there's still 18 drivers running in this race, technically 17. Matty Shaw's disconnected, but he may get back.
Yeah.
Now there's Jordan. Oh, battle over. Jordan with the 3-second penalty, and he's basically just ruined the gap that Tom has just tried to build over Paga now. And now it's definitely going to be 5 points, unless Tom can get past Mr. Costa. He's within 8/10. He might, if he keeps chipping away at this gap, he might catch Mr. Costa, and that would be a crucial turning point in the championship. He will take the lead in the championship if he gets past. Oh, Scott! Eventually, he's retired. Broken front wing. Yep, he's out.
Wow.
One Renault out, one Renault up in 6th.
Yeah, what a result.
Yeah. And to think Scott won the opening round, if you remember, back to Australia.
Yeah. How times have changed.
Yeah. And of course, we might see something completely different in the next season, as I think we'll probably move to F1 2018.
Yeah.
So these guys still have to get used to another handling model, and we'll see entirely different things after that.
It is the most awful thing when you have to try and adjust to a new game and only have like a week or two before the season starts. I'm sure it'll cause a massive change in the order, like it did this year. Really, I think the ILR1 champions aren't even here anymore, are they? They've ended up falling back so much. So you really never know.
Yeah.
But let's think about the here and now, because Tom is still only 7 tenths behind.
Yeah, he's catching.
I've got to quickly mention this now. I'm sure people are getting sick of this. I'm getting a lot of messages because I'm in lots of chats on the actual stream, because you'll be seeing that lovely black box a lot in your top left. So hopefully we don't miss it at the crucial point. But anyway, Sorry about that,
Yeah,
because it's happening more than it
lap
should do.
21 of 28. The gap between Costa and Tom is coming down ever so slightly each lap by.
I mean, it really is setting up a brilliant finish, isn't it?
It's setting up a brilliant finish both to this race and to the season. If Tom can win this, he will take the lead in the championship. Not by a huge amount, but he will take the lead in the championship. I think, because I've forgotten maths, so...
Well, that's it. It's 8 points at the minute. Paga's going to presumably actually end up moving up to third. Or, sorry, fourth. Yeah, third. Sorry, yeah, third.
Third,
And and so, yeah, the gap will be 2 points in Tom's favour if he can win this race.
And the difference is, if he stays out of the way, it is going to be 5 points in Paga's favour. So
yeah,
it's a huge difference if you think about it.
Absolutely.
Right now, Mr. Costa is just keeping that gap enough where the dirty air is affecting him.
Is it really getting heavier, do you think?
I think it is, because look, if we ride on board with Paul McGuinness, you can see the amount of spray coming off the front of, coming onto the front of his car, as Nigel is running up in 9th right now, and in the background you see Weislig. So the two debutantes are battling 2 veterans right here.
Yeah.
It's a good way of cutting your teeth into ILR. Paul McGuinness fighting with Nigel and Jake fighting with Weislig here. So this is for the tail end of the point. Now Jake is not on the points currently. Paul McGuinness is, and Nigel running up in 9th right now, which is great stuff from him. And right now, I think Pag just dropped off a bit from Jordan because he knows he's got a penalty, so he doesn't need to push that hard. Just needs to keep that gap at around a second, and he'll definitely be there. But these guys up front, 10 seconds back to Jordan. Or technically Paga, because he's technically in 3rd right now, thanks to the penalty. And
just a bit of a waiting game now, isn't it? See if we end up in wet tyres. I mean, there'll be 6 laps to go at the end of this one, surely.
Yeah, it is. The spray isn't abating and the rain is getting heavier. So
nightmare, of course.
We could see a very late transition onto the full wets, but if it does with about 2 laps to go, will these guys even bother?
No, it's like the ILR3. I and a few others stuck it on the super sauce, even though it was clearly intermediates, and it paid off. It did pay off in the end. So I would suggest that if it happens in the last couple of laps, there's no point. Although we did see what happened in Hungary. You have to keep that in your mind.
Yeah. Right, I think we got a battle going on here between Paul and Nigel here, and Paul's going to go to the outside of the last corner and do what he did many times before, a wide line and cutback line on the way out. He'll have a super run down towards turn 1, but that Sauber has got good straight line speed, as you will see here. You see Paul struggling to pull alongside, but he is alongside running down towards turn 1. He's going to have the outside line. Nigel's going to go deep into that turn, but he will have the inside line for the next corner, and he has defended that very well, in fairness to him.
Well, that's how you get into these leagues, isn't it? You need to know how to fight people. There's no point just moving over. He's doing a great job.
Absolutely. Challenging conditions for your debut. And that rain is so heavy right now. It's super heavy. I think we're going to see a transition to the full wets within the next 2 laps. And that would certainly shake up the order. And I think Mr. Costa's having bad flashbacks right now to Hungary.
Oh, what an exit from Paul. Is he going to have a go into the double right? That's never going to work, is it?
Oh, is he? I think he might have it done. No, Nigel hangs it on the outside and holds on to it.
They were touching
wheels.
wheels.
Have another go.
This is having to be wet soon. Oh, this is going to be so close. Who's going to move on to wet? Tom losing time now. Is he thinking it's time? What's going to happen?
I think he is thinking it's time, because he's dropped about half a second. And Jordan slightly catching up there, but I think, will he gamble and go for those wets, because he's got to think about the championship at the same time? He won't know what Pag is doing behind.
He's 10 seconds ahead of Pag. I'm sure he'll be aware of that, though. Well, nearly 11.
Yeah, he will be aware of that, but he can't afford to do what he did last week.
Oh.
A loss of 14 seconds does not go well here. Nigel wide to the final corner, but he's still very, very good defending. Still holding off Paul right here. And he's showing exactly what he can do versus the ILR veterans. And he's holding him off for now. Good speed in that Sauber. So I think it might have been just a slight mistake from Thomas. He's pulling time slightly. Once again, about 4 laps to go next time by. And people saying the super wet's needed. Well, in case you know, there is actually extreme wets in F1, but super wet's needed, absolutely.
And safety cars, too wet, it's too dangerous.
Yeah, just finish the race under safety car. We've got to move between Yannick and Sam. Yannick's got past there into 7th. That might have been a mistake from Sam there.
Jack telling Callan to get on his bouncy castle. I'm not too sure what's going on now in this chat. Going a bit interesting.
A bit wild.
You know, focus on the race, people. Forget your bouncy castles. You're not two.
There's some of the Mac out there. Anyways, lap 25 of 28. About 1.2 seconds the gap between Tom and Mr. Costa, and Mr. Costa has led every lap of this race apart from maybe 2 or 3.
He's done so well. I mean, he really had to get his elbows on it at the start of the race. What was he, 5th on the grid?
Yeah, 5th on the grid, and came straight up. I've never seen a slingshot as well as he did. 5th to 1st in one corner. And Paul McGuinness and Nigel are still fighting right here. They're still going at it, and Nigel's still ahead.
Come on, Nigel. Let's see his defense. He is doing such a good job right now, isn't he?
I think that maybe Paul's starting to get a little frustrated behind the newbie here. Filling in for Brandon, of course. Brandon is, of course, out of the ILR2 season. So, brand new car, brand new team, brand new experience. And he's holding off one of the most experienced drivers in ILR right now. Paul McGuinness, is he going to try it? He thinks about it.
Oh, he does!
Nigel goes wide, but again, he gets the better line. So, no way through. And now Jake is getting involved in this one as well, along with Wisely, who he's dragging along behind.
I mean, you couldn't have worse weather, could you?
Oh, Nigel running very wide there. It's starting to get a little very, very greasy on these intermediates. Nigel a bit slidey on the way out. I think Paul might have a little bit of a lunge here. No.
Oh, he is getting really impatient, isn't he? You can just tell. Because Jake, he's just sitting in behind. Oh, he's made a little mistake there. Wisely might even have a go, although it is extreme wet conditions. I mean, yeah. Oh, Paul, there's absolutely no way you can make a move through the S's there. Maybe a late move into this long right-hander. No, it's tough in the dry, even tougher in the wet. Lap 26 of 28. I don't think they're going to transfer the wets, to be honest. They're just going to fight it out to the end. Yes, Jack is pointing out how popular I am. Cheers. Oh, he's going for it!
Oh, he's going for it down the inside of the last corner. Nigel's going to hold on though, because he got the better wet line. So he's still going to be ahead.
Brilliant.
And the power in that Sauber will still keep him ahead. But Paul really wants this 9th position. So here he comes to the outside of the first corner. Can Nigel fight him off once again? Down the inside, but Paul, I think, has got the better line this time.
Oh,
the outside, sticking down the inside, there's contact, but Nigel still holds on.
This is mad. How is he doing this? How is he doing that? Sam! Oh, wow.
No.
He's done an
Once again, he's out. And there goes Paul down the inside. There's contact. There's contact.
Oh, again. Oh, there goes Jake.
Hi. Through. Hi. Wisely down the inside of both of them as well.
That's mad. How has he made that work?
Jake with the move of probably the race. Look at Nigel. He's squirming all around.
Oh, no. Oh, the two
debutants are off.
Ah. What a sad way to end that fight.
Oh, Nigel, he did say he's still in the points though. He's still in the points. And look who's there. Hello, Liam.
Oh, look. He's up here from nowhere. He was in a barrier last I checked.
Yeah, lap 27 of 28. 2 laps to go. Mr. Costa still leads this race, but only by 0.8 of a second from Tom. He's driving inch perfectly right now. He only needs to keep it between the barriers for 1.5 laps. Now, we could see a battle between Paul McGuinness and Jake here.
Oh no, here we go again.
And could this be the biggest heartbreak I've ever seen in ILR? Because now Nigel's got to hold back Liam Robbo.
Well, I'm seeing yellow flags there. I think that's Casper again. Oh dear, I'm getting invites from the other leagues. Oh dear, it's a bit... why has to rain? Once again,
it always seems to rain, but we've only got one more lap to go. It's alright.
The black box of hell.
Yeah. See, now Tom closes up in that second sector, but he loses it down the straights, it seems. But he's very close this time. He's half a second behind this time by.
So's Liam Robbo.
All it takes is one mistake, and this could change the championship.
Paga
right
is
now,
still looking at third, I think.
Yeah, but he can't afford to make a mistake.
Yeah, you're right. Luke, incredibly, is holding on to that 6th place.
Yeah, this is absolutely masterclass from the Renault team today. Mediums, all the way to the wet conditions, and switched on to the intermediates at the perfect time, 6th place. I think he's going to be absolutely over the moon with that result.
Getting well into ILR1.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. Final lap in Malaysia, the final lap ever in Sepang, in ILR. Who is going to win this race?
Tom's closer than ever, isn't he? He really is giving it everything.
Round turn 1 into turn 2. Mr. Costa looks a bit squirmy, Tom. I think the heart rate's going to be rising a bit now as we run down towards turn 3. He's very close, and I think Mr. Costa was a bit squirmy to that right-hander, but I think he's just a bit too far back to try anything into this right-hander. So he's got about 2 more opportunities through this race to try and get past and take the lead of the championship by 2 points. Right now, it's 5 points in Paga's favour.
Oh, that's good. Oh, he's...
Oh, Mr. Costa was very wise here. They both made a mistake and cancelled out the advantage either of them would have gained. Mr. Costa's very wide there. If Tom gets a good run, he might have a pop with him down towards this next chicane. No room for him there. Mr. Costa is hanging on by the skin of his teeth here. He's got 2 more opportunities.
Oh, Nigel and Liam.
Nigel and Liam Rowe are fighting. Nigel's still going to hold on. If he holds that off, it's going to be absolutely brilliant stuff. Anyway, coming to the final 2 corners, Mr. Costa is just about enough ahead. He's got the lap car of Matty Shaw ahead, who is ghosting, so that's going to be no issue for him. So running down towards the last corner, I think Mr. Costa has just done enough to hold off Tom here. Down towards the last corner, what a Grand Prix! Hashtag thank you Malaysia! Round the final corner. Mr. Costa, can he get the run he needs? Yes, he can. Back to back. Mr. Costa wins in Malaysia. Tom takes P2. Jordan is 2.3 ahead of Paga. It's not enough. So Paga will take the last podium position and still holds on to that championship lead by 5 points. Across the line, third.
Nigel's off!
No, Nigel! He held on for so long. And so well, not quite enough. Josh, your pole position man, takes P5 in this race. Can we have a round of applause for Luke, please? P6 in the Renault. Great stuff from Luke there. Yannick recovers to P7. Jake holds off Paul McGuinness to take 8th. Paul McGuinness will take P9. And oh dear.
Oh, he's out of fuel.
Paul McGuinness, he's running out of fuel.
What has he? I don't understand. He's slowed down. Oh,
yeah,
why is they get past as well?
Is Wisely going to get points on his debut?
He is.
Nigel's there as
Nigel's there too.
Nigel's on the inside.
Oh!
There's contact.
Oh!
Nigel, side by side to the line. Nigel versus Wisely to the
Wisely
line.
gets it.
It's going to be Wisely to the line.
Oh! Wow!
And takes points in his debut race. Oh, I'm out of breath, ladies and gentlemen. That is the final time we'll be at Malaysia, and I'm afraid I'm kind of sad that it is, because what a Grand Prix that was.
Here we go, here comes George. He's going to be the final person across the line. Seconds remain of the Malaysia Grand Prix. ILR waves goodbye as George crosses the line, and that's it.
Thank you, Malaysia.
What a race.
Oh, the heart is going. The pulse rate is up. And the championship battle is still on. 5 points. It could have been a little bit more. Tom was very close to it, but it just wasn't enough. 5 points the gap now stays at. As we go to the podium for the final time in Malaysia, back to back for this man, Mr. Costa, stands at the top of the top step of the podium. Alongside him stands the Ferrari of Tom once again, and Paga alongside him in P3. What a Grand Prix. Luke, you got P6, but good luck with the highlights as well.
Oh, he's gonna have good fun with this.
Absolutely.
Absolute drama the whole way. The midfield fight was better than I've ever seen. Look at that order.
I am physically shaking with the adrenaline that I've just had through that race. Unbelievable. So, we're on Twitter on the hashtag #ThankYouMalaysia. If we can get that trending, nobody will have a clue what we're on about, but just make it trending. That was amazing. So, we'll be back next week. We're heading to
Suzuka, I believe.
Suzuka. We're going to be in Suzuka next week. We hope you'll join us then. I really hope you do join us then. So from myself and all in the commentary box, thank you Malaysia. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time out in Suzuka. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye everybody.